that'll be all right. I can deal with that. So I said, instead of doing my step, which is toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, you can do this one. Flat, flat, flat. That way you can save your heel because you'll be dancing on the ball of your foot. So we went around and did the entire dance that way. She was dressed in southern cloth, dancing Western style. And over in the far corner, what we call the back 50 acres, was a Creek elder who could not speak any English, and all she had to do was this, which she was doing to me. I said, I have never messed up in all my life over this, I'm going to get kicked out of that. And I walked over to her, that's what that meant. And I said, yes ma'am. And she had her interpreter. And she says, young lady, what were you doing with your foot? And I said, well, I was showing, and I gave her the explanation. And my friend, I took her with me because I knew I was going to need her. I said, tell them why. So she did. She said, oh, okay, all right. Just don't do it again. So you never know. And the little kids have to come out and do the same thing. They're also examined as well. The reason being, it's not that they're trying to be hard, but they are. Because it's their culture that's being represented. You represent it right, or not at all. That's the rule. We had a panel we went to, and it was in Georgia. Georgia doesn't have any federal recognized nations here because they wiped us all out. Well, they tried to. They didn't get away with it, they tried. But there was this young woman that came in with a whole bunch of kids behind her, and she had on a cowboy skirt with studs, silver studs, in her skirt. The studs weren't staying on. They were falling off all over the place. We're in moccasins. They're metal. Guess what happened? We were dodging the studs. So we told someone, said, get her out of here. So the arena director got her out before she could cause any more dancers any more problems. But that's some reasons why. Number one, she was not Native American, but she was pretending to be. And she had made up her outfit thinking it would pass. And went to an area that she thought she wouldn't get caught in. Only problem is she got caught. And she was also asked not to come back to any more powwows ever. Not just in this area, but ever. Because when you just, there's Native Americans among everybody. We're walking around all the time. And I'm at work at the road department where I work, and they think there's no Native Americans around. But look at me all day long. So you're constantly being watched. So you have to take that as a lesson that what, you might say a bunch of stuff, but what you do is what someone's watching. And that's how they form their opinions. Not necessarily how long you can run your mouth like I am doing right now, but if I represent myself correctly. If you ever go to a powwow in Georgia or anywhere else, look at the drum. Check the drum out. You may have bought your ticket, you may be getting ready to spend 3 days there, or one. If you don't see a Native American person and his singer sitting at that drum, just hand your ticket back and ask for the money back and go on to another powwow, because that's not a real one. What's what we call fake. We have a lot of wannabe Indians around. So we have to we have to teach the culture correctly. Or, as the kids learn, not at all. So, I'm going to try to do my dance and do it correctly. And this is just a woman's dance.
Okay. Understand I'm playing the woman's drum only because I don't have a man's drum with me. This is not traditional for me to play a woman's drum.
Wait a minute.
Alright.
I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
I'm not ready.
On her regalia, you will notice that there are crosses, and that's because the Cherokee, 95% are Christian. Mm-hmm. And I'll just play. Shut up here. Ready?
There's also a dance called switch dance. That's hilarious.
Yeah, where the men do the women's dances and the women do the men's dances. So the song I was singing is a spiritual song. Before I was converted to Christianity, I followed the old ways. I was taught by Lakota. You know, the people call them the Sioux, but the real name is Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota. A Sioux was the name was given to them by their enemies. It means cutthroats. So they're not too fond of that name. So I call them Lakota. They're good people. I hung around with a lot of Lakotas. They were my friends, and they're very staunchly religious people. They follow the old ways. They didn't have a really good Christian missionary like we had with Samuel Worcester, but they still believe in the one God. There's only one God. They believe in. They just haven't accepted Jesus yet. Some of them have. And we have a lot of good friends. Her friend who does the dance is R.C. Moa. He's Comanche. Have you ever heard of the Comanche people before? He's a very nice man, very honorable, good man. So you want to do a flute song here now? You want to do a flute song here? Okay.
Does anybody want to dance?
Yeah, sure. We'll show you how to dance.
But it's lovely. Does anybody want to learn how? You always go clockwise. Never go counterclockwise.
That'd be
well,
good.
except for the creek. The creek go counterclockwise.
Yeah, they do it backwards.
Yeah. Y'all want to do? Anybody want to pitch in and join? Mm-hmm. Any takers? No, just come on.
All right, here
we would do a crow dance, but I would.
Cheap thing.
I would be on the.
Crow hops are a little harder to do. You have to really do the kick in there.
Oh, yeah. Tell them what a crow hop was, and then that dance is about.
You tell them.
Okay. There is a dance though. If you ever, I forgot to say this one. It's called a crow hop. There are a lot of fun dances at a powwow. Just be know which one they're going to do. If you see everybody line up in a long line, that's a snake dance. You don't want to be at the end of the line because they go fast. They go any direction they want to, forwards, backwards. You got to do whatever the head man and head lady do. You can be totally confused by the time the dance ends, or laying down before the dance ends. The crow hop it's a very athletic dance. I will not be among the group yet. Only higher and a lot faster. Reason behind that is the guys that can dance the longest and have their knees up the highest will make good husbands. So they try to outdo each other. The women or young girls that can do the same thing will make good moms. So in other words, if you're athletic fit, you will be chosen and married. Oh yeah. If you're like me, you've already been married and you're going to no.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to do?
Just close out with the.
You want to do a guitar song?
Whatever.
Okay, we'll do that.
Got one.
All right.